I looked at my hands that evening. I was like, these are not my hands. I actually ate with a fork for 2 days. It's not just I'm trying to, but it is that way. I even asked her, I remember I asked a friend of mine, he comes actually from Kosovo, he's actually right now here, and I was like, where do we wipe from? Because there is even a system, there is even a way you should wipe it. Front to back or back to front. You have to learn that. That is something I learned here for the first time. I entered into a room and I was like, damn, nothing. This is what I came for.
Save their lives. Here I change pampers day and night. Not the nurse I used to be, but a shadow of my history. I'm a lost sheep, far from home, searching for a place of my own. From Africa to Germany, chasing dreams but losing me. I'm a lost sheep, far from home, carrying hope in a world unknown. From scrubs to shifts, reality deep. This is the chronicle of a nurse.
Day one experience, I come into a place whereby I don't know where is front, where is back, and I come from the staircase. I actually even missed the lift. So I walk in and I'm like, where am I supposed to go? The person who was supposed to take me to show me around and around, I cannot even see him because I did not have a phone. I just arrived from Kenya and I'm like, where? Who do I call or what number? So I just arrive at the place, then I'm being shown this is the direction I'm supposed to go and dress up. So I get my uniforms. I'm being shown where the men are being dressed, the room. I enter the room, and now it's time to be back in uniform. You know, that's something I was not used to in Kenya. We only had either one or sometimes we work like that because. As nurses, you understand the mentality that I have from Kenya now. So I get in the room. Here I have the clothes to wear. I'm being shown the shoes. I'm being shown the clothes where I am. The socks are actually coming in, and I'm being told this is the mask and this is everything that you're supposed to cover your head with. And here I am dressing, just trying to expect a lot of things now in Germany, and the language. Yeah.
I landed in a land of snow, far from the sun that I used to know. Language heavy on my tongue, culture strange, I feel so young. Hospitals big, don't know my way. Left to right, I lose the day.
So I'm dressed up and I meet a colleague who shows me to the office because now they need to register me, they need to give me everything. I need to start something. So this day, I remember day one, it was 2013 or 14. We sit down, asks me for my documents, which actually I brought, and now the language becomes something else because I was like vibite, and I think the word I came with from Kenya, as someone who has gone to Goethe Institute and had his B1 certificate by then, it's Entschuldigen Sie bitte. So I really did so many Entschuldigen to tell her to repeat herself so that I can understand. And you know, when you arrive in Germany, there are different parts of German. Here in Stuttgart, they always speak a lot of, they call it Schwäbisch, a language that is not easy for even the Germans themselves to relate with those who come from Bayern or Berlin. So it was a little bit difficult, and you can see the kind of reaction that this woman was having at that particular point in time, struggling to explain something to me. Then she, after all explaining all that, she takes my certificates, she goes through them, then she realizes I need to, you know, the certificates, when you come here, you have to change them to match the system that is here. So she looks at the certificates and everything is okay because I was sent here directly, but she realizes the language barrier that I have, and I could look at her face and someone who sat behind, how they could struggle, and I could realize even my skin itself, the language, first of all, the skin color and my certificate, they have demoted me to somewhere I did not expect after this long. Right now I can speak about it. And you know, sometimes you can read the body language, how they were tired, and we were not even discussed about my certificates, my language and everything. Then I could realize how even the language itself, even my confidence, actually I lost my confidence that I had in Kenya. Here I lost it because I could see, where am I? Where did I find myself? I actually stood somewhere beside and I was like, oh, that's it. Then after that, they check and they tell me I have to sign a lot of papers. First of all, even the system here, it allows me to have, my name has to be written here. I have to sign a lot of papers. They need to look for my bank. They need to do a lot of things, which I really found it very hard because the bureaucracy that now I've come to realize that is here in Germany, is something that I never expected. And that day being the first day in that here in Germany and here at work actually, I felt like I should run back home. The evening comes and I'm like, yay, I've made day one after being confused in a very large building that I've not experienced before. Going to one door and imagine reading names that are written on the doors that you don't even understand them. And you know, when you come from Kenya, you're like, I have a certificate of B1. I was in Goethe Institute, but I came to realize that as of now I can say it was null. Nulla, no Germany, no nothing. I wished to see my relatives who are actually here in Germany so that they can explain to me. So in the evening I'm like, hi, I've made day one off. Now I'm going to the place. Actually they look like hostels, but we are around 4 of us inside. And that's when I realized life in diaspora has just begun. My expectations were
searching for a place of my own, from Africa to Germany, chasing dreams but losing me. I'm a lost sheep, far from home, carrying hope in a world unknown, from scraps to shifts, reality deep. This is the chronicle of a nurse's dream. One day this path will make some sense. Sacrifice now for future tense. I'm a lost sheep, far from home, but still I rise. I'm not alone. From Africa to Germany, one day this dream will set me free. I'm a lost sheep, finding my way. Step by step I'll see the day. From scrubs to shifts, reality deep. This is my journey, these chronicles I keep.
So the next day I come back to work and then I'm told my 3 months visa that I came with it, because from Kenya they never gave me the whole, so I had to go back to Ausländer Behörde. Now I know the whole name. That time you could have asked me Ausländer Behörde, I could not have told you nothing. So I'm being told I have to make an appointment. Then making an appointment, I have to do it online. So I was very happy. Computer, yeah, it's in my head, but going to the computer and making that appointment, yeah, reading which Behörde, where am I supposed to go to? It was a little bit a problem to navigate and find even the appointment itself, because I had to make it online. It was very hard, but I managed to do it on that day. Day 3 I'm here, and now I what we call, you have to be punctual to work in Germany, whether you like it or not. There's no matatus and all that kind of stuff. But let me tell you, that's the first experience I had with the trains.
These white walls, I'm lost in it all. I'm a lost sheep, far from home, searching for a place of
All of a sudden, I'm like 5 minutes late. The train is coming, actually. I was very punctual at that train station, but the trains, Deutsche Bahn, they really did me some good day at that work. So I arrive at work and everybody is looking at me like I have killed someone. That's a story for another day. So coming in, I remember my certificates were not done, and there's some recognition that certificates are supposed to be given so that you can either go to operation rooms and do a lot of stuff. But it gave me a look of things on how now being a nurse in Kenya and being a nurse in Germany is like day and night somehow. Because in Kenya you have a wide range of handling patients. Let me say it comes from the assessment. You do palpations, you do escalations, you do percussions and all that kind of stuff. You have that direct contact with the patient. When it comes even to treatment, you are someone who, from the administrative part of it, as a nurse in Kenya, you do this prescribed treatments and all those kind of, even the wound care, and nurses do it back at home. When it comes to part of even education, even this stabilizing it, patients to go back, even you can just release patients to go back home. So when I came here, first of all, from the first beginning, I was not even realizing what's happening, because I thought, what is demoting me from the position I was in Kenya and here in Germany, everything all of a sudden has changed. But I remember from the first day I was in that office, this woman was looking at me like this, and I was like, my skin color has already, the language, of course, I could not even mention a lot of German words. Most of them could speak to me in English, though their English is nulla. But I could try to relate. But at the end of the day, I came to realize I'm being pushed away from the activities I'm supposed to do as a nurse towards something else, which taught me another thing, that nursing in Germany is totally different. What they do here, you have direct contact with the patient. You work as a nurse, sometimes there's things that most of the people don't speak about it. And actually my worst nightmare that day was the day I was told, now this is what you're supposed to do. That's the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I could wipe caca from someone. I looked at my hands that evening, I was like, these are not my hands. I actually ate with a fork for 2 days. It's not just I'm trying to, but it is that way. I remember I asked a friend of mine, he comes actually from Kosovo, he's actually right now here, and I was like, where do we wipe from? Because there is even a system, there is even a way you should wipe it. Front to back or back to front. You have to learn that. That is something I learned here for the first time. I entered into a room and I was like, damn, nothing. This is what I came for. My dreams to come to Europe, to diaspora, they were heading in a very different way. I asked myself a lot of questions. Is it because of my language? Is it because of my skin? But time to time, I came to understand this is where we belong as nurses. Even medications, I'm supposed to be given and being told you have to give out. I'm not supposed to even know what it is. Sometimes I give medicines that the names, I should actually go and inquire myself and check what is it. So it's something that even monitoring, even something like vital signs, pressure and all those kind of stuff, it's not my work. It is being done by the assistant doctors. Something that I could have, actually the assistant doctors, what they are doing here is what the nurses are doing back in Kenya. So you can imagine the transition. And even assisting in the daily activities when a patient comes, my work is to work with these patients so that they call it Stuttgart prophylaxis or something like that. How this patient is going to work, that was not my daily work as a nurse in Kenya. And that was a very, very, very big difference. If I remember, one day one patient puked on me. I couldn't eat for some days. But forwarding all these things, you come to you find it is something that is normal here. And days later, years later, it is something normal. You can come out of that caca. You can come out of anything that you see and really eat. And even eating. The first time I never ate in hospital. No day. I couldn't even touch anything that any patient has touched in the hospital. But let me tell you how normal it has been. That you can use anything that you find anywhere. And let's leave it on that. When it comes to documentation, it is being taken serious, even than the patients themselves. It's something that I think they call it in Germany, Übertreiben. They do it more than we do it, because sometimes we understand the patients has to be taken care of. But talking of that documentation is now where the colleagues come in here. Everybody comes in with his own mood, and sometimes you find yourself you're like somehow isolated. You know, like anybody can talk to you like the way she wants, because the only thing that they have seen you is because your skin color, first of all, has sold you way before even they talk to you anything. And I hate those who come and talk to you in English after long years that you have been here in Germany. They know you can speak German now, but they still want to try you with the English. Even some patients, when they come here, they'll be like, they can pass you this way and leave you standing, and you're actually the one who's taking care of them in that shift. You're the one who's supposed to report the doctors, you're supposed to even do operations, but a patient can come and pass you and actually go to someone who is cleaning. Subordinate staffs, you are like, I am the one who is there to help. And if you ignore them, they really think that you are rude. You are not rude. We ignore you because you ignored me for the first time and you did pass. Those are some things that sometimes we, as Africans, undergo here in Germany that people don't maybe speak about them, or people don't see. There are things that they're becoming more normal than something else. But so many things we shall be talking them so deeper to go into it. It's a good choice to be in this place, to save lives. That's something that we'll never forget. But whenever you are coming from, there are ups and downs before you reach where most of the people have reached. Before you actually take everything inside, before you don't take things personal. So are you ready to come to Germany for the nursing work? Wherever you're listening to me from, remember this is part of how to be a nurse here in Germany, or what challenges they undergo, or what expectations and your dreams we are bringing on the table. Next, we're going to be going to a very different occupation. So let us know, which one do you want us to tell you? Today we have been here as nurses. Tomorrow we can be something else, so that you know what is actually happening here in diaspora. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, Canido Richards here from Radio RFM.
Mama told me hold on strong, even if the nights feel long. One day this path will make some sense. Sacrifice now for future tense. I'm a lost sheep, far from home, but still I rise. I'm not alone. From Africa to Germany, one day this dream will set me free. I'm a lost sheep, finding my way. Step by step, I'll see the day. From scrubs to shifts, reality deep. This is my journey, these chronicles I keep.